I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
So we're live. This is the pre-show HorsePLAY Live Uncut, episode 27. This is hanging with 50% of the Gaming Death podcast. It's a little misleading because we really only have 25% of the Gaming Death podcast. So our math is off. But Dawn is with us in spirit, and Chris is here. Right, Chris? Hello.
Yeah, I guess I'm here.
Don't turn it to Peter Molyneux. We don't need that.
I'm not.
No, I swear I heard the twang coming out.
I'm not, man.
You got a problem with that. I can be Peter Molyneux if you really want me to.
No,
Hear about my new game?
No.
He gives me the heebie-jeebies. No, Daddy, no.
Alright.
So let's see how the audio levels are. Make sure everything's good before we actually cut to the intro music and get this bad boy going. Maybe we can start leaving. We can even probably start a little earlier today.
Yeah. I'm live. So, you guys want to check that? I don't have the Skype player on yet.
What Twitch channel are you guys on?
Ours.
Geeky Antics. Yep.
It says you guys are offline. That's why I'm asking.
Are you streaming to the wrong channel, OV?
No.
Yes.
Am I?
Let's see. Yeah, it still says it offline. This is why we do the pre-show.
That's why I was like, wait. You're both streaming, but I don't have anything up on the Twitch.
Yeah, good catch. I had my channel up and I was trying to redirect everybody to Geeky Antics.
Yeah, I gotta find a way to simulcast on Geeky Antics as well. Now it says you're live.
There we go.
I was gonna say, I didn't do anything, and I was on the right channel, by the way. Just saying.
So I wasn't showing it live. That's weird.
It happened to us too. I had to refresh. I had to refresh our Twitch channel before it would actually make us live.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Don't do uh-oh.
No.
There's no uh-ohs here, dude. Don't.
I almost did something bad. Okay, cool. So I see the welcome to HorsePLAY starting in a few moments. Q.
Okay. All right.
Looks smooth.
Test. 1, 2. Doing some sound checks right here on Geeky Antics for HorsePLAY Live, which will begin in a few minutes. Not Panda. How are we sounding? How am I sounding today?
As far as I know, you sound good. Let's see what Panda says.
Dum 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 dum.
I actually have that song. Did you hear the episode where I put it on?
Yeah, you're on Zombie Cast, and you're like, "Hey, I got the Jeopardy song," and they're like, "Play it up."
I did that one of our episodes too, because there was like a long pause when I asked the question. And like, okay, I'm gonna definitely edit that.
Right. All right, here.
All right. Show notes are good to go. Give another once over.
Cool dealio.
We're gonna go light again on the news, but unless Chris has something he'd like to throw in, then we can do that. Oh, whatever.
Rough script. Let's trying to say reference fan on the show. We're hanging out with Chris and his questions for Twitch. We're looking for news.
Oh, you're reading the welcome kit? He's reading the welcome kit now.
Oh, finally. Didn't you get it like 2 weeks ago?
I'm not reading the welcome kit. It's just intro. Welcome gamers and geeks to HorsePLAY Live.
Oh, yes,
And then
yes.
there's all this stuff. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, the part that you have to worry about is that starting where it says obligatory news and downwards, our quote-unquote segments.
Hey, Chris, that's my line.
What's your line?
We're gonna cue up the music and Chris is gonna be like, "Welcome everybody to HorsePLAY Live!"
I'm just gonna cut you off, Moby.
Thanks, buddy. Now I know that.
No, what are you talking?
I know it now, though. I mean, I know that you're going to cut me off, so we're good.
No, what are you talking about? Gaming Death taking over this shit. This is Gaming Death podcast. Podcast, episode 101, part 2.
We're gonna have bags of dicks dropped on our heads.
Yeah, exactly. I don't...
Oh, there's Wolf. Hey, Wolf, how are you doing, hon? How is, anybody give me an update on my audio? Does it sound a lot better this week? I did some test streams. I did a test stream or a test recording earlier, and it was just nice, so...
I am like-licious right now. I'm loud. How am I loud?
Or is it me? Am I the one that's loud?
No, it's Yogi, but I just thought it was because it's that way every week. I don't even bother with it anymore. I just listen to it, whatever. Because every time that I say it's loud, everybody else is like, dude, you're stupid. It's not loud. So I deal with it, huh?
Yogi's just loud. Okay.
It might be on Skype because
Not Panda said you're loud as dicks.
test. Oh yeah. No, I'm not that close. It's over here.
You sound a little muffled to me too, Yogi. Like
I told you, Stan. That's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I was gonna say, hey, Stan, come on up here. I want to show you something. We got it, big boy.
Oh yeah.
We should have Stan on the show.
He has been on.
I know he hasn't been on in a while. Couple weeks, man.
Him and Kitty were your stand-ins when you were gone for 2 years. Just dragging your feet through the desert, looking for that coke, but you never found it. So sad.
I'm good. You guys ready? Yogizilla is hot, but never bothered. Thank you for the donation.
For the donation. No, thank you for the donation, Stan. We got Blue Cam because of you. It's gonna be a thing.
Huh?
Yeah, Stan donated a very expensive camera so we can have Blue Cam when we do streams. Not for HorsePLAY Live particularly, but for other stuff maybe. Because Obi's anti-cats.
Oh, blue as in BLOO, your cat. Got it. I was like, a blue cam. What the hell is a blue cam?
I can tell you what a blue cam
Dude,
is.
we can get blue cam get blue's cam up, dude. I'll put it on HorsePLAY today. Okay.
Oh, it's not set up yet. There's logistics issues with it. That's what I was telling you earlier. There's some driver issues, and it actually caused this camera to not working. So I said, I'll mess with it later. I have to get it on a different root hub and install all kind of software to get it to work just right. Cause they start fighting each other.
All right, let's do this. I think we're about ready, Mr. Zilla.
Alright, so let us know when you're gonna do the music. So we'll mute.
Right now. Just kidding. Alright, here we go. There's that. Alright. You guys see me?
Midden says she can purr. Aw, yeah. Stan is also mostly anti-cat. But he likes blue, so that's cool. Oh, okay.
5, 4, 3. And welcome back. This is HorsePLAY, episode 27. Welcome back, geeks and gamers. This is HorsePLAY Live. Today is June 19th, 2014, and this is episode 27 entitled Just Hanging with 50% of Gaming Death. That's actually not quite there. We're at about 25%. But welcome, Chris Gannon, to Of Gaming Death podcast. Welcome to the show, sir. And of course, I am always joined by that crazy Puerto Rican bear lizard right over there, Yogizilla Wasabi.
Oh, hello! I have super duper lag tonight, so yeah, I might die in the middle of this podcast, and then I'll be resurrected.
Well, it's too bad because I had really bad lag last week.
There you go. There's some bad juju in there, and there's also a storm coming in. So I the good thing is Chris, I hear, like, specializes in healing classes, particularly cleric, white mage, or paladin. So we're covered. Sometimes he does druid as well. So I feel confident that whatever happens, Chris will help us mend.
Definitely. Chris, are you game for that?
No, I don't play. I'm DPS class all the way, man.
That's why it's funny.
I'm a tank class, and I used to like healing classes, but now I want to get in there and just, I don't know, beat a meat shield, I guess. Maybe.
I'm too dumb to do anything else but press 1 a bunch of times, and then 2, and then when 3 press 3.
Yeah, of course, and then if you have a Naga, you just go 1, 2, 3, and then you make sure that one of your buttons are on 12, which you can never hit because your thumb's weird. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah,
We talk about random crap all the time. What happened in the past week, guys? Yogi?
Me first? Oh gosh, you really want to do that? Let Chris go first, because I'll go on and on.
Well, I got Chris. I'm going to let Chris go first on another one. So, what
okay.
did you do this past week, buddy?
So I guess I might as well come out with it now. We've been teasing it for a long time about the new Geeky Antics site, and I think me and Andy, Spaffyzilla, we finally said, all right, I think this needs to come out. I kept putting it off. I said, you know what, it's in beta right now, but it's pretty much live. So everybody start going over to geekyantics.com. If you go to geekyantics.net, it'll tell you to go to the new site, and we're gonna start transitioning everybody over. We still have about 100 or so subscribers that need to move over to the new site, so we're gonna try to make the transition as smooth as possible. But on the beta site, geekyantics.com, we got forums that we're working on. We got achievements. We got a really sexy podcast page that puts all the feeds together. It's all professional-like. The Twitch stream, you can see it live on there. I might set up our own little chat box on there, so we're not so dependent on Twitch. Maybe a shout box. All kinds of neat little things to get over there. We got all kinds of social features. I mean, it's coming along pretty darn well. We even have a schedule, so you can see all the shows that we're doing, all the shows that we're syndicating, all the shows that we love and support, including the stuff on All Games, all our friends over there. So it's coming along very well, and I would say right now it's at like 90% done, but it's definitely usable and stable. So everybody start playing with that, geekyantics.com, and leave some comments, share, pimp it out, invite some friends. It's all gamified. You get points for doing that stuff.
Definitely. I actually seen it the other day when you said, "Hey, go check it out," and I still posted something on the old site, so we got that taken care of. I do believe I did post that again. What about you, Chris? What you been doing the last week?
Laying on my back. Yeah. Well, I got into a work accident like 2 weeks ago, and found out yesterday for 100% positive that it's a herniated disc, L5.
Ouch.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad. So I've been doing nothing but playing lots and lots of video games and watching lots and lots of Netflix.
Living the dream.
Did I just kill Obi? I think I just killed Obi.
I think it took a really big hit on the e-cig and then laughed at the same time. Not a good combination.
Wow, that hurt.
But in all honesty, like, being out of work, it's quite easy to realize, like, I never knew how boring just sitting around doing nothing is. There's only so much like video games and Netflix I can watch, and articles I can half write and then give up on.
That's a fair point. I think when you work from home or you spend a lot of time sitting down, you have to find ways to regiment yourself, but not kind of break up the mundane, you know. So like I switch it up a lot, you know, and I switch the scenery. So it's like, all right, I've been sitting on the computer too long. Now I'm gonna go outside in the backyard and work from there, and I'll sit on the throne and work from there, or play some games from there. You gotta keep yourself entertained.
That's what your iPad's for, isn't it? Yo.
Oh yeah.
Games from the throne. Exactly.
And I got they have this new thing, like a gel skin for it that keeps it sterile. So if anyone worries about poop particulates while they're, you know, on the throne and, you know, gaming on their iPad, you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's completely clean. You could perform surgery on the iPad with that gel skin on it.
I'm getting stir crazy though because I can't leave the bed really. So I'm starting to make little paper dolls of all my friends. So I think next is like an Obi and a Yogi paper doll. Is what I need, and they can sit on my bed with me and play video games like Zelda.
Yay! Multiplayer Zelda, is that even a thing yet? Oh well, we got the Legends of Hyrule Warriors. That's what it is. I would say Legends of Zelda.
I'm playing Legend of Zelda that came out in 1987 here in the States, 1986 in Japan. For
I just played the
NES.
original.
Oh yeah.
If we have a dust off today, I actually played some of the original Super Mario Brothers yesterday.
So good.
Yeah, I don't ever want to do that again. Sucked. When I can look at a game and I can actually see the boxes that the guy's made out of, no, I'm good. I'm so good. But you guys do know, right here on Geeky Antics, we actually launched the Sunday Dose this past Sunday. Yeah, I'm glad it was episode 0 because it was really, really rough. Yogi, I know for a fact that he goes, "Do you want to just run a 0-0? We can do a 0-0 episode if you want." No, let's just start going. So be looking forward to that. It's 9 a.m. Sunday morning Eastern time. And I know Yogi's got quite a few things he does on the weekend with gameplays and, of course, the Retro Friday thing that he's doing. If you are new to HorsePLAY, what's up? HorsePLAY Live rocks out every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch channels Geeky Antics, which is right here, and YogiZilla. Last week we launched on Geeky Antics channel. So stuff was happening, it went well. I mean, you know, it was awesome. Actually, it was a previous week before that. Yogi just didn't delete everything. I asked him if he missed me last week, too. So, he's just looking at me right now like, what? What are you talking about, man? HorsePLAY is on all games Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently opening up for B-Team Podcast. Okay? Now, just remember that there is a new show coming in at 7 p.m., so it will be opening up for them, and then they're opening up for B-Team, and the B-Team's opening up back up for us again on Thursdays. But, on the other hand, we do have Chris Gannon in here, like I said before, the Gaming Death Podcast, which is at 9 p.m. on Geeky Antics. Or the Twitch on, it's Gaming Death Podcast. Is it Gaming Death Podcast on Twitch? Is that the full name?
No, it's twitch.tv/gamingdeath. No podcast.
It's okay. Gaming Death is the Twitch channel, guys. So go check that out at 9 p.m. He does usually simulcast on Geeky Antics right here, but he had some issues with his hard drive of his computer, his laptop, all that. Yeah, it just didn't happen today. So, but make sure you guys check that out. Thursday starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, right there on all games, and then right here at 11 p.m. live. So let us know. Go ahead.
Just a little warning. We swear a lot. I know you guys don't swear as often as we do, but we swear a lot. Just a warning to your listeners.
Definitely. If you don't like swearing and cussing, that's probably not the show for you.
No.
But don't forget to tweet us throughout the show, and of course throughout the week at Obi1X2, at YogiZilla, at Geeky Antics, and Death. What is your Twitter so we can get that out real quick? I didn't write it down.
At Death of Nation or at Gaming Death.
At Gaming Death and at
Right.
Death of Nation. You guys can hit one of those two. He'll get them both. You can join our main live chat hub right here on Geeky Antics on Twitch. Last but not least, join us at our official HQ, geekyantics.net. Comment, share, and party with us, guys. Our team is working very, very hard to get you some awesome content out. You know, we have blogs, we have video posts, we have the shows like HorsePLAY. I believe you put HorsePLAY on there, Yo, or is that just is exclusive all games?
Oh no, yeah, we're still Geeky Antics. Yeah, all games doesn't lock you down to any exclusivity, which is great. And that's the same thing we do too.
Okay. But you guys just want to make sure that you guys do check us out. It is, I mean, we're, and I'm not saying I just started in this thing with time management, but Yogi's been working his ass off, getting everything done. You got a new beta website coming out really, really fast here, and, you know, Yogi's just the man, just because of what he does. Yogi, you got any latest content for our, for Geeky Antics stuff?
So yeah, I guess just to reinforce what we said earlier, geekyantics.com, that's the beta site, and we're gonna just transition everything over to that. So I think from now on, any new posts are gonna go there. So geekyantics.com where you want to go, and eventually the geekyantics.net will point to the site that's currently geekyantics.com. If that makes any sense. And the old WordPress.com website will be there for sentimental purposes. But yeah, new content should probably be coming out this weekend. I know Stan is working on some Hearthstone stuff. We're gonna show off these new pillows he got, Hearthstone pillows, as door prizes for our upcoming Hearthstone tournament, and some other goodies we got coming. There's a lot of stuff. I don't even know where to start. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just stop right there. But yeah, check back this on the site daily, because I'm doing updates to it constantly, promoting other Twitch streamers, podcasts that we're syndicating or just love. You know, we're collaborating with other networks, with other podcasts, other streamers, other YouTubers. A lot of big things in the pipelines.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. You guys can also voicemail us or fax us at 206-415-4987. If you don't like hearing your voice and you're kind of shy, that's not a problem either. You can also email us at mail@geekyantics.net. We'll play and respond to your messages live. So if they're good, please send them in, and we'll just, if you guys have a question about maybe a show in 2 weeks, no problem. We'll get it, make sure we read that email or play the voicemail, try to get it played on that show. So then it's, you know, of course it makes sense, really. Tonight on the show we're gonna be hanging out with Chris, of course, from Gaming Death. Send us some questions, guys, via Twitch chat, or you guys can even call in right on the voicemail line. If we have enough time, we'll do a little bit of two somewhat big topics tonight. We're gonna just try to have some fun and hang out a little bit, because I know Chris has a little bit of a back issue with his disc, so we don't want to keep him too long. But of course, we always love him on the show. Right into it, Yogi. The obligatory news.
Already? Man.
Yeah.
So recapping what we shared on episode 26, Fireside Gatherings still going on, and I still feel like we really need to get up on this. Now, I think we covered the rest of this stuff, but I do want to reinforce the whole bit about Microsoft doing the refunds for Xbox Live due to the restructuring of how their service works. So if you want to find out how that works exactly and get your money, because I mean, there's money on the table, why not? Go to support.xbox.com and check out the Xbox Live frequently asked questions, and it explains what they've changed to Xbox Live to open up some more and kind of give back to people so they'll quit their whining. I think it's good. I think they're doing right by people. They made their mistakes, but they're making amends for it. And Blue is up and about to climb on my back. Oh yeah. But the big news really this week that everybody's kind of talking about in gaming is, the whole thing about Capcom. And some people are like, is Capcom dead? Are they selling off? And they're kind of blowing out of proportion. What the news really says, you can see GMA Network covered and a bunch of other places. They put more details into it. They're not necessarily selling off. What they did is they did not vote on the policy that prevents them from being taken over or sold off. So basically, the shareholders flexed their muscles and said, hey, we don't like the pace that Capcom is going at, or the progress that you've made, or lack of progress thereof. So we want to see results, so we're not voting to put this policy back in effect. It's like, what do they call it? I forget the exact term, takeover defense. That's the term. They voted. They did not vote for that. So there's no takeover defense in place. That means they do have the option to sell off. And it could be, part of me thinks they might have to do that and go with a company that could pump some money into their projects. Ideally, if that happens, I think they should still maintain the Capcom brand and then be able to be autonomous. Yeah, she's getting me. But have that financial backing. That'd be the ideal situation. Or if miraculously they just realize we have all these awesome franchises, let's develop some games that make some money and bounce back. I mean, that's probably not going to happen. I mean, they're sitting on so many great IPs, and it's like, what, they're not doing anything with it. Meow. But so we'll see what happens with it. I mean, they got a ton. Like, when you really start to think about it, it's not just Resident Evil and Street Fighter and Mega Man. There's tons of other things that Capcom has done. I mean, for a long time, people have been talking about a possible Power Stone coming out, a new Power Stone coming out. I mean, I know it's been a long time, but they have so many things they could work with, and they just kind of let them rot. So we'll see what comes to that. What do you think about it, Chris?
I don't think that Capcom's going anywhere, in all honesty. This whole thing just means that a company can come in and buy them now. They don't actually have to sell off. If a company decides to buy at 51% of the stocks, then they own majority stakes of Capcom. The company won't do anything to the company itself. And right now, the two big names that are getting thrown around made by Capcom is Nintendo and Microsoft, like the two big names that we're hearing. My thing is, like, I'd really like to see them go to Nintendo, but what does that mean for the future of Street Fighter? Because I just don't think the Wii U is where it's at to play a fighter like Street Fighter. But, like, if Nintendo were to get them, you see Monster Hunter right now is basically exclusive to Nintendo. What they're doing with Mega Man and Smash shows that Nintendo knows how to treat Capcom does. And it's just, I think that's a way to, inject some more capital into them. With Microsoft buying them, though, Monster Hunter, Mega Man's going to get more gritty and weird, and but of stuff like Dino Crisis and Onimusha and rival schools, which we haven't seen since the Dreamcast.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. They have so many great intellectual properties, and it's like the possibilities they have open to them, and I think they've been playing it too safe. I think that's been their issue. They've been playing it too safe and just kind of relying on a few of their franchises instead of doing a little fanfare. Why not pander a little bit? It's fine, no shame in that. But yeah, I agree. Actually, maybe the best approach within those parameters would be, maybe they provide some exclusives to Sony, some exclusives to Nintendo, some exclusives to Microsoft, and they could just kind of hedge their bet that way. Because Lord knows each one of the platforms needs exclusive games. Though Nintendo probably, sadly, has the most exclusive content right now. That's gonna stay exclusive for the foreseeable future as well. And none of this time exclusive stuff.
Nintendo's been around for 20 more years than everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they got so much more exclusive content. Wait till Xbox and PlayStation, they're all around for another 20 years. I guarantee their exclusive content's going to outrage the freaking Nintendo. Not outrage, but outrange is and more. But that's the only reason why they got so much exclusive content, in my eyes anyway. Go ahead, sorry.
No, it's true. I mean, they've had a longer run. On the flip side, if you speak about it relatively, they should have a lot more given their history. It's like they're just relying on the small, stable, Mario, Zelda, and Metroid. Which I love each of those franchises, especially Metroid. Metroid is like, someone asked me on I think it was Stan Farina actually asked me. He said, it came out of nowhere. He was like, what's one of your favorite favorite. Like he was like, what are your favorite video game characters? And the first one that came to my mind was Samus Aran. You know, because I love Metroid, even though I butcher her name all the time. But that's okay.
But they're not relying on Metroid. They didn't announce anything about a new Metroid game.
That's true.
On Zelda. They're relying on Zelda, Mario, and like Donkey Kong, and Kirby.
Yeah. So they did switch it up a little bit this year.
Like, where's Star Fox? Where's Metroid? We haven't seen a game since Metroid Prime 3.
I don't think they're gonna make any more. Seriously.
Actually, you brought up a good point there, real quick. We'll get back to the Metroid thing, but
because I mean, you want to go on that point?
well, I was just gonna say I was just curious what how Chris felt about the last Star Fox I remember. Besides the one on the 3DS, there was one on the 3DS, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a remake of the 64.
Yeah, it was a remake, so that doesn't really count. But the last original one was that one where it was like a third-person game, exploration game, right? Where you're on a planet.
No, that's the first one that they put on the GameCube. That's the Dinosaur Island one.
Yeah.
And they did Assault. Then they did Assault, which went back to the root, but also had some of the third-party stuff, the third-person stuff. And then they made one for the original DS, but you had to like control it with the touchpad to like move your ship, and the controls were just terrible.
God, I forgot all about those. Was Assault any good?
I like Assault. I still play it with my dad.
See, I don't remember Assault that well. I actually was one of the weird people that liked the one where it was like a dinosaur planet thing. I was disappointed there wasn't more, shmup action kind of stuff going, simulation action going on in there. There was no actual. There was like only a few places where you actually got to fly your spaceship and shoot things up.
Well, and now they got that the game with the with Mario and everybody and all the characters to where you can battle against each other. I don't exactly. It just came out. It was at E3 as well. It's like the Super Mario. I don't know where they got to kill each other basically, and all the Mario characters, including. Let's see, Mario's in there, Luigi's in there, Yogi.
Yogi, you're now confirmed for Smash.
Yes, you're in Nintendo Smash. You're in Mario Brothers Smash, yeah. But all the characters are in that. So I mean, like when they bring it all back, like and not Link's not in there, but I mean you got Mario, Luigi, you got Princess, you got the who's the pink dude, the little pink blob thing,
Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby's in there as well. I mean, what is it, like 12 characters right now in it, if I counted right?
Are you talking about the fighter?
Yes.
Yeah,
The new one
Link's
that
there
just
too.
came out.
It's not out yet. It's not coming out until November.
Okay, the one that was at E3,
Yeah.
the one that they were having a tournament on, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's right now they announced. I think it's 20 characters right now, and it's a bunch of old characters. But that's actually the fourth game in that series, which is weird.
Okay, well, I thought it was something that they'd come out with to get all the characters into, but of course,
Yeah.
Research King right here. Not really.
Yeah, I know, Obi, that you're a gamer. I'm just a hardcore console guy.
Yeah, we're more on the PC side lately, but we still have love. I mean, you can't. I feel like the PC master race is sometimes a little out of control because you have to appreciate the console because gaming wouldn't be as big as it is now if it didn't hit the mainstream because of the consoles. So, and you could also say the arcades, but the console is really what made it so mainstream. PC gaming, if it was still PC gaming, it would have been a shitstorm because people don't like dealing with the tech issues and the elitism and all the nuances of PC gaming.
Right. Well, and I think it's kind of off topic, but we're getting ready to go into it. I just got my first 2 legendaries in the same pack.
On Hearthstone? Nice. I got my second legendary last week. We'll definitely get into the Hearthstone. Not too much, because I know Chris, he'll be like, I know he likes the game, but he's like, Hearthstone, jeez.
I finally got my snake trap.
Playing? How long have you been playing and you just got You just got your first legendary?
Well, you got to remember too, I play probably an hour a week because I'm doing other things. But Yeah, I'm not even. I don't even have any. I don't think I have one character that's level 20 yet. So.
Oh, either do I, but I love Hearthstone, but
I got my
I can't play because I'm
Ragnaros.
terrible.
I got my my Snake Trap, which is an epic, but and then I got a couple other things. I'll have to get on them and look. I know I got my Ragnaros. I know that, and then I got. I said I'll have to get on and look, but it's because I don't play it that often. But we'll see. Still no video showing.
No, it's showing on my side.
I see you guys on. I'm on the.
I
on
see
the
you.
Twitch too.
We're looking sexy too. Oh, you got the Twitch chat working too. Look at that. That looks sexy.
I know. Yeah, I said it was up when I.
Oh, don't forget, Obi changed the link to geekyantics.com so people that before we finish transition, so people can start checking out the new site. I know I'm terrible.
No, man, it's good. Good looking out. Good looking out. There we go. All right, everything's back to normal.
So yeah, about the Metroid thing. I think that what happened with that is after Team Ninja touched the series, things went downhill. Because I heard that game was an atrocity.
I checked this same guy out. Sorry.
No, go
Nothing.
ahead.
Keep going. Talk.
Oh. I played Other M. It wasn't that bad. It was a good Metroid game. It's just they made Samus a whiny bitch.
Oh boy!
Can I say that word on this cast? I don't know.
Yeah, we have an E for explicit. We just try to curb because people feel like if you do it too much, it's like not classy.
Studies show that people that swear more often are actually more intelligent.
It's true. But studies also show all kinds of weird things, so you gotta be careful with that too. Studies show that eating peanut butter makes your penis extra large.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm not going to get into that because
so much peanut butter.
I'm kind of a science nerd, and the whole correlation versus causation thing is
that's
really fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like people don't understand that there's a big difference between causation and correlation. You could correlate anything's together, but it doesn't mean that X causes Y. It just means that they found some circumstantial evidence. It's like, hey, look, this person, watched a lot of Breaking Bad, and now he's a really good drug dealer. I don't know.
Well, I got one for you. Do you know that 100% of people that drink water will die? So therefore, water leads to you dying. So don't drink water because it's poisonous.
That's true. We're all dying. People don't catch that. Dude, did you ever see that one thing? They did this, oh gosh, what was it? It was like one of those street team type things where they had a bunch of people with cameras and mics walking around and asking people a question. And the question they asked was, it was about abortion. And they asked women something about trimesters. I forget the exact verbiage, so I'm not going to even try to paraphrase it. But a bunch of women, they asked men too, but a bunch of women did not. They were talking about a fourth trimester, and my mind exploded. Because I'm like, trimester, tri as in 3. There's not a fourth trimester. It's like saying there's a 5th quarter.
It's a quadmester, man.
But hearing this, that was almost as bad as the pharma reps that I had to deal with as a help desk manager. Pharma reps for a major pharmaceutical company, probably the biggest out there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, is it
that did not know what?
Omnicare? I work for them.
I'm not saying, but they did not. They were complaining to me because their database was supposedly corrupt, and they said, "Hey, my sales territory is not showing any OBGYNs in there." And I'm like, I'm seeing a bunch of them here. No, these are not the proper assignments. The database, I can't make calls on these people because they're not in my territory. I can't. I'm not specializing in those things. And mind you, these women. And I'm like, well, I see a bunch of obstetricians and gynecologists. They didn't know that that's what an OBGYN means. Can you believe that? And these people with freaking like master's degrees or PhDs, you know, like high level degrees, and they're doing pharma sales because it's big money in that. But I didn't know that. Like, that's basic stuff, dude. Oh my god, that's Pharma 101. Mm-hmm. And women were making that mistake. The world.
Well, you got to remember too that a lot of people, if they don't hear it or see it, you know, the name or whatever, ever. I mean, before I got married, I didn't know what it was either. I mean, because I don't need it. I mean, why do
yeah, but you're a man. But I'm telling me a woman that's, you know, in her 30s or 40s doesn't know what an OBGYN, and I'm like, really?
Then she's just acting stupid.
Yeah, it's like, what have you done all your life? Do you like never go to see a doctor other than like making sales calls on them? That's scary. Ew. Well, I wonder what kind of stuff they have going on down there. I'm just saying. Ew. Anyway, moving on. No offense to the women in the audience. What's that, Chris?
I said cobwebs and bats.
Yeah. Oh man, no kidding. So yeah, I think we pretty much we were talking about Capcom, and we went off on a Nintendo thing, and I don't know how we got to this dark place, but we got there. But let's do some corrections and updates real quick. So this is more on the update side. We're gonna do more Custom Next Ramus coverage, and because this week we had a new priest card revealed, the Dark Cultist, which you would think with a name like Dark Cultist is something like demonic, some kind of damage dealing card, but no. This card,
a healing card or some shit like that.
Pretty much, he's basically a 3 mana cost Temple Enforcer. So you know, Temple Enforcer is a 6 cost, 6/6 card that adds 3 health to any card on the board, any minion on the board. Well, this is a 3 cost. It does the same thing, but instead of it being a battle cry, it's a death rattle. So there's a chance that it may not get to proc its effect. But the base stats, I think it's a 3 cost with 3/5. For stats or something insane, which is pretty damn good for a 3 cost card, and I think it's just an epic. It's not even a legendary. It might even be a rare. Don't quote me on that, but whatever. It's not a legendary. I know that much. And that 3 cost card with the nice base stats and then an awesome effect. You know, I already think Priest is severely underrated, and this is gonna make Priest even sexier because they have so many tools in their toolbox. So, you know, that right now. What's that, Obi?
All I know is I played a priest earlier on my shaman. I beat the living hell out of that dude. That's all I know. I played him on my shaman earlier, and the priest didn't. He was like, "Yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked." I was like, "Okay, whatever."
Well, I will say this: shaman and like aggro warlock are like 2 of the hard counters for priest, because most priests are like mid to late game kind of classes. But you could, I changed my priest so it's more aggro, because the meta is definitely shifting towards heavy aggro, and now that my priest is aggro, I actually beat someone on like turn 4 because I got a creature, or like turn 3 because I got a creature up to like 30 damage and just went straight to their face and won.
Well, I have that, you know, on a shaman you have the taunt card. It's either a 4 or 5 mana cost, and it's a 7/8, and it's a taunt. It's like an elemental, like a not a fire elemental, but like a rock elemental or earth elemental type deal, and it's got a taunt on it, and it has this you know, overcharged by 3 and everything. And then I gave all minions +3 attack.
So bloodlust.
3. So that's a 10, and then I gave that guy Wind Fury. So I hit the guy for 20 points right off the bat, and he's like, "Holy."
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just trying to save himself and stutter, trying to kill. He never took the guy down, so I mean, it was like 3 turns and he was done.
Yeah, when you play against Shaman, don't leave stuff out on the board, because you never know if they'll buff it, you know, give it more health, more attack, and then give it Wind Fury, and oh no. I mean, even the silly little totems that it puts out, kill those things too. You gotta have a lot of heavy board clear for Shaman. That's the thing, that they might make you burn all your good hard removal, and then they'll get the real weapons out. So it's rough playing as Shaman. Shaman is definitely a top 3 class, and I don't see them changing anytime soon, because Wind Fury alone and Overload. I mean, Wind Fury alone is crazy, but then Overload on top of it, so you can freaking just do ramp up like crazy. I mean, it's a trade-off, but you can do some big combos in one turn. You can get pretty broken.
Well, I have a list of like a spacing list of where people are at, like where the classes are at, and I gave the shaman number 2. Just because they're so freaking strong. If you can get past, and I'm gonna tell this to everybody, it's a little hint. If you can get past 9 mana with a shaman and you can stay above 15 health, you're probably gonna win. All shamans damage, unless they just get really good cards at the right time. All shamans are early game players, are early game champions. If you don't, if you can kill them, if you can't kill them earlier and you can stay alive, you're probably gonna win. Just because shamans will go to your face 9 times out of 10 and not think twice about it.
Yeah, they're gonna try to kill you. They're gonna try to end the game fast and easy. And you can almost always expect the turn 4 Leroy Jenkins or turn 6 Leroy Jenkins with Wind Fury. All kind of crazy stuff you can do with that. You don't want to leave the Leroy Jenkins out either. But Stan asked, we're not doing the official Hearthstone talk just yet, but he asked about Prophet Velen, yes or no. Now, Prophet Velen, that's the one that makes it so that the priest healing effects and ability all do damage instead of healing, right? And I think that I prefer straight healing priest over the shadow priest, because shadow priest can bite you in the ass, whereas healing priest, you could keep healing yourself and stall a little bit and buy yourself enough time if the cards don't line up right, that if the RNG is against you, the healing priest gives you some options, and you can stall the crap out of people. With the shadow priest, you could be a lot more aggro, but you have to really commit, and if you overcommit, it could be bad. So I don't know. If you undercommit too, it's rough knowing that balance.
Yeah, you gotta know what
class.
What's that?
That I play. Priest is my main class that I play in Hearthstone.
Good man.
Play you.
Good man.
I play control early game with the healing priest, and then once I get to like 8 mana, I switch over to shadow priest and I just beat the face, and then something big hits the floor, or my heal spell that's like, heal everything for 8, heals 8 to everything, and it's a game. I love it.
Right.
Yeah, we need to bring more street cred to priests. I'm definitely gonna start running priests more once I get my deck just right. But the meta shifts so much that sometimes you do the control priest and then you get all aggro and it's hurt and it sucks. Then you go aggro and then it's all like freaking control and it's like, damn it! And you can make a balanced priest deck, but then if the cards don't line up, it's like hit or miss. So I think that's the part that people say with priest is inconsistent, but I think there is a way to strike that balance, like with things like the mind thingy. What's that one card that lets you draw one card from your opponent's hand? Mind something, not
Mind games.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, but that one's good because you can see what kind of deck they're running right off the bat, and then you get an extra card in your hand. I mean, you use a card for a card, but still it's a 1 cost, and it's kind of good to get a feel for your opponent. So I like that card. And sometimes that you get something really good, and it turns the things around. Thought Steal is a must, I think, in almost any priest deck, because it's a 2-for-1 play, and you get some nice stuff sometimes from that. You get legendaries you might not have yourself, so it's a great card. I love priests. But anyway, this is still news and stuff, so we'll get more into the Hearthstone. But just back to Chris Nexramis. Again, July is looking more and more likely to be the release window for it. August at the latest.
The end of July.
Ow.
We're talking to the 20s, like 26th, 27th.
I'm hopeful. I'm thinking beginning of July, right when the season starts. That'd be so epic.
Well, I know as much as you do. That's what I heard. Of course, just like everybody else, I hear things, so they gotta say it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing that too, but I think what a great way it'd be to start a new season with Kristen X Ramis, and dude. So, and the thing is, they only have one more class-specific card to reveal from Kristen X Ramis, which is the Hunter class, which I'm excited about too, because Control Hunter was my favorite for the longest until everybody started running it, and then everybody started creating counters for it. And it's like, damn it!
They revealed it. It's a spider card.
Did they reveal it? I must have missed it then.
It said new. Look out! Go get on Hearthstone right now, or just the main page, and you'll see it. It's on the main. It's on the front page. They revealed, or unless they're revealing it at a date, and I just didn't see the date. That's probably what it is. So I'm always wrong about everything.
It might be, but I know on Gamepedia, I didn't see it on there, and I didn't see anything on Hearthstone or any of those sites. But we'll see. I know that they hinted it'd probably be a spider card, but I don't think they revealed exactly what it does. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll report back next week, and by then we'll have a better idea what's going on with Chris and Ramus. But Stan says in the chat they need to implement gold sales, which was up for a bit and they took it down. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. They put stuff up and then they take it down, but it's like they try to tease us. But I think with a lot of good things are gonna come with Chris and Ramus. But anyway, let's move on, because I know we went off on the epic tangents as we do. We're already almost an hour in. Holy crap.
Oh, wow. No, actually, we started 15 minutes early, so we're only a half hour in.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, well, I'm at 50 minutes right now, and that's with a start. So, next thing we got, Man Crush and Geek Girls. If you want to be a guest on or suggest your favorite Man Crushes or Geek Girls, contact us via Twitter. All games or the official gang website, geekyantics.com. You guys can leave us a voicemail if you'd like to, too. 206-415-4987. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let us know who you got a crush on, geek-wise. We'll talk it to death. Of course, let us know. Let's share our Geeks of the Week. This is where we actually go through. I started doing it probably about a month ago, and Yogi jumped on the train here the last couple weeks. We go throughout and just find streamers that we just enjoy watching, that we love to watch and we love to have fun with, and they interact with us, and we go around, because we both go around a lot and look at different streams and podcasts that we want to recognize, those that are probably either one, not known yet, or they're known but they just have a really, really good story that we want to share. Mine's a real simple one. I've been following this guy for quite a bit, and every time I get on, he's talking in chat. He doesn't necessarily have sometimes he doesn't have a mic, sometimes he does, but he's always talking in chat. He keeps the people entertained, and he plays PS4, which is yay, PlayStation. So I do want to give him a shout out, and his Twitch name is I_am_hockey. You guys go check that out. He does play FIFA all the time, FIFA 14, and he plays NHL 14 right on the PS4. So you guys go check that out. I_am_hockey. All spelled just like it is. I'll put it in chat real quick. But just want to give a shout out to him. Keep it up, dude. You're doing a great job every time I get on there. It's just awesome.
Word. Well, my pick is one that's unusual for me because I usually don't, plug established streamers. There's a few that I like. Like Dear Nadia, I think she's cool. But usually we try to get I've been doing this also over on Geeky Antics and other places on my streams. I promote other streamers because I want to help the little guys on. That's kind of why we built Geeky Antics Network, to level the playing field, because the big personalities don't need more help growing their audience. It's the people that's the middle of the pack that are doing the right things and are making progress, but it's not fast enough or not quite what they expect. But Applejack is an exception because I think he has a really inspiring story. He's ex-military. He went through his struggles. He has very humble beginnings. Everybody always thinks these streamers that hit it big are overnight successes, and some of them are. Especially if the ones in the female persuasion, because people like looking at pretty women. No one wants to look at our hairy faces as much. But Applejack, it might help that he's ripped. So I think some of the ladies like that. I mean, this guy's got some cannons on him, no homo. But I really think that the fact that what helped out is that when he started off, I remember he would only have like 2 or 3, and he'll tell you this even today. He would have like 2 or 3 viewers, and he'll stream for like 12 hours or 8 hours, and keep talking to those 2 or 3 viewers as if he had a full room of people, get really hyped, had the high energy, was really responsive, really engaging. He always acted like there was a party going on, and he always brought that high energy, kind of like Sean Freeman does and everything he does when he does podcasting. And I believe in that approach, and even now when he has, thousands of people in the Twitch chat, Applejack just comes with it with his A game, and he just addresses everybody, welcomes everyone, and he does his little riot dance and everything, and it's just great. It's always a fun experience, and I think it's good to see someone that really started from zero, had no help, no shortcuts, didn't game the system, didn't know someone on the inside, didn't have really a gimmick. It was just all about his personality and the fact that he stayed committed. And now he's doing streaming professionally. That's his job. That's all he does. I mean, dude, people love him so much. I see guys dropping, like, a lot of people just dropping $100 here, $100 there, donation. People dropping $400, $500. I'm like, damn, people love him, and I can see why. He deserves it, because he really brings it. He's one of the rare streamers that really has that energy and is authentic and really just loves people. And he's a funny guy too, so that helps. So Ben, thumbs up to you. We're gonna get him on the show sometime. He can share his story.
He's live right now. Sorry, I was watching him.
You were looking at his muscles. I do find it funny. He deliberately like shows off his muscles while he's doing stuff. Like he reaches for stuff in an awkward way, so his bicep will pop out.
Yeah, somebody subbed and he goes, "Yeah, guys, look at that sub right there."
Yeah,
it's like really?
He's doing. At first I thought it was kind of douchey, but I know he's just being funny. It's very much tongue in cheek. He's a good guy, and I actually got to see it firsthand. His rise from like being a nobody to like boom, because he's not like a top tier player or a professional team player or anything like that. He just stayed on the grind and he did it.
Definitely.
Chris, you got any streamers you like?
I don't watch streamers.
Those gaming death guys, they're pretty good too.
Well, we don't stream very often. I wish I watched more streams, but I just don't have time for it. Like, if I was gonna watch a stream, I'd rather be playing myself. In all honesty, most of the time. Yeah.
I feel it's the issue we all face. Like, people ask me, like, what's the fun in this? So wouldn't you rather be streaming yourself or playing the game yourself or doing something else? Like, if you're a content developer, like we are, it's hard to carve out that time. But I think it's worth it. Anyone that does any kind of content should spend, at least 10% of their time supporting other people doing things similar to what they're doing. If you're a writer, support other writers. If you're an entertainer, support other entertainers. If you're a streamer, support other streamers. Because it not only helps you, learn some best practices, but it lets you dial back, take a break from all the stuff you're doing, and just relax, But sometimes I just multitask. Like if I'm working on a blog post or listening to podcasts, I might have a Twitch stream up at the same time, So, yeah, I think it's worth carving out the time, but it is tough. I had the same issue too.
Yeah, the thing is, like, we don't really do the stream thing on Gaming Death. We're more the articles and the podcast thing, so a lot of my time is devoted to podcasts. Like, I'm subscribed to, like, 80-something podcasts that I listen to a week. And I read, like, every article on 6 different websites. So, like, that's where my time goes. And then the rest of my time is creating content and getting content for us.
Yeah. No, I know. Trust me, I know. And that's the thing I've noticed with like Twitch streaming and podcasting. They're like these kind of almost mutually exclusive communities because one or the other will consume you, and juggling both is really hard. So I know I've dialed back a lot of the podcasts that I listen to and subscribe to. I only subscribe to the ones that show some love to the rest of the community and aren't all about themselves. So all the mainstream ones, I've like taken them off the queue. People that I know and the people that I like. That's it. And then I just do Twitch too.
I just can't. I've been listening to I listen to all of the Kevin Smith podcasts. I've been listening to them since like they started.
Yeah.
So like I feel invested. Same thing with like Podcast Beyond, which is an IGN game podcast. I've been listening to them since episode like 4. Like an indie comedy podcast that I've been listening to forever. They got huge like not that long ago. And
the Comedy Button.
Yep.
Yeah, I know them. I don't know them personally, but I follow them here and there. That's a good one. Yeah. See, I like supporting the smaller ones because I like Kevin Smith, but I catch the smog. I catch all the smog casts here and there, but he doesn't need more help building an audience. He's good.
Yeah.
He doesn't need my download.
Podcasts are good. That's why you listen to them.
Yeah, but it's like it's like you just said to yourself. Content developer, when you're a creator, consuming is harder. You have to dial back the consumption, because otherwise you'll never get anything done. So that's why I draw the line.
Understandable.
But you guys, are you enjoying the chat function there?
I am.
So yeah, those are our Twitch streamers of the week are I Am Hockey and Applejack, but we're gonna also incorporate formal areas on Geeky Antics site. So right now the beta site, which we want to transition everybody over to, is geekyantics.com. If you go to geekyantics.net, it'll tell you, hey, we're moving. So just go to geekyantics.com. We're gonna start getting everybody over there, but we're gonna make it so that people can shamelessly self-promote, because I hate this whole thing when people go on podcasts or on Twitch streams and it's like a taboo if you promote your own thing. It's like, fuck that. Just go ahead, share it. We know how it is when you get to start from zero. Just don't spam it. That's it. Be cool about it. Say, hey, would you mind if I plug this? Go for it. It's not gonna kill me. If some of my people go over to your thing and they stay there, then obviously my thing sucks. It's not because you poach my people. I'm obviously doing something wrong. Straight up. So I'm all about self-promotion. As long as it doesn't get extreme, we're going to try to help people get those channels to promote their podcasts and promote their Twitch streams. We're all about spreading love. That's the theme on Geeky Antics, and it's the theme on HorsePLAY Live. People think we're crazy, but that's how we're going to do it, yo.
Yeah, guys, make sure you go over to gamingdeath.com and check out twitch.tv/gamingdeath.
That's right.
Hey, what the hell? What the hell are you doing?
I like what Maiden Shy White Wolf said in the chat. She said that I have a cat bird. Yes, Blue thinks she's a bird. She likes to perch up on my shoulder and watch. She likes watching the screen and looking at the mouse moving around. Because sometimes I get like a little OCD. So I start, instead of fidgeting in my seat, I just move the mouse around. And I kind of like make it into like a racetrack formation or an infinity sign. And then she just watches and she's like, wow, what's going on? It's trippy. Oh, she's about to attack me, by the way.
I do that with myself. I just do my mouse in a figure eight and I go, wee.
Yeah, the figure eight is OP, man.
Wow.
That's why you get distracted sometimes. I'm like, what's Obi doing?
I'm sorry. Geeks and Gay! I don't know.
Dude, it sounded like a lightsaber. It's pretty good.
Geeks. Roger. If you want to join the discussion, connect with us via HorsePLAY Live Skype account. You guys just check it out. HorsePLAY !live. You'll find it. You'll see a picture of our beautiful faces. Yeah. That's just going to leave that at that. And if you guys do want to leave us a voicemail, you guys can give us a call on the gang voicemail hotline at 206-415-4987. If you guys are coming to the show, please use headphones. We do not want to hear ourselves in your speakers. We will cut you off the call. Please use headphones. It has to be said because people just don't do it. Be patient with us. If you guys are getting the call, if you guys do want to join, be patient with us so we can actually get you guys going and get you in the call so we can start talking. Yeah? No? Sure.
Me gusta.
No. I don't know.
Well, so as part of the Geeks Engaged thing, we'll take a question that was asked over at Ask FM, which is a really handy thing. If you're a Twitch streamer or if you're involved in social media in any way, Ask.fm is so worth having. Are you frozen, Obi, or are you just freezing your face in that like that? Oh, okay, you blinked. Whew, that was creepy. But I thought it was a cool question, so I'd like to ask you guys this. What 3 foods would you eat for the rest of your life if that's all you could eat? That is really creepy, Obi. Stop it. Oh, Chris, you go open up with this one. With 3 foods, if you can only eat 3 foods for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Is this rated E for explicit?
Yes, it's rated E for explicit. Go for it.
Well,
If you say pussy, I'm gonna knock you out, dude. I swear to God.
well, what food is?
Because that's not a
It's gonna
food.
be all
That's,
3.
that is not a food. That's an extracurricular activity.
Oh, okay. Can I have every type of sushi if I say sushi, or does it have to be a certain type?
No, you can say every type of sushi. That's fine. You can
right.
make it a general umbrella.
Then sushi and pizza and eggs, because you can do everything. Eggs.
Egg salad, egg sandwich, fried egg, baked egg, boiled egg. Let me keep going.
Poached egg.
Yeah. Deviled eggs. Yeah.
3 foods. Man, this is hard. I would have to say. Now, if I pick something like chicken. No, okay, yeah. Chicken would be one. Just because I'm more of a chicken guy anyway. It's a little bit healthier for you. Steak is really good, but only if you get, for me, only if I get the high dollar steaks where you could still cook the cooking up and it's still good, kind of thing. I'd want some kind of, let's see, I'd say chicken, and I'm gonna just be blunt here, like rice, like all sorts, kinds of rice. You said I could have it, so the rice in general, and probably some Pringles.
You can't have just one. Yeah.
I know. Well, I get it for the rest of my life, so
Yeah.
Pringles.
Endless supply. Yeah. I answered it on Ask FM, so if you guys want to follow me on there. But now that Chris said sushi, I really gotta say I'm a big fan of Japanese style curry, but like a bento box style where they have a whole spread rather of stuff. Like I don't know what it is about it. Like that Japanese style curry is not too spicy, not too sweet. Oh, it's so good. And there's a place that in New York City that I used to always go to. So I could eat that like crazy because they put the rice and the curry all over, and the presentation's perfect. It tastes delicious, and then take pork or chicken and chop it up. But that's kind of cheating because that's like a lot of different things. They have the hard-boiled egg in there and the cabbage. Oh, so good though. But
so if you got, is it a seasoning, right?
Well, I'm saying like the bento box style Japanese curry meal. I could eat that.
Oh, okay. Because they got a new Japanese surplus store just opened up down the road, and I figured if I was gonna go, if you wanted something, I go try to get it and send it to you, see if you liked it.
Dude,
I'm really a big Japanese fan.
Dude, oh gosh,
I eat a lot of Chinese food.
You haven't had good Japanese then. Because people think Japanese, they always think sushi or sashimi, but there's so much to their cuisine because they borrow from other cultures, including the Chinese, and it's an amalgamation of different cultures. But oh god, Japanese style curry like that. If I could cheat and say that's that, if I can have that style meal, that would definitely be one of them. Now that Chris inspired me, and pizza, I can eat the crap out of pizza, and there's so many varieties of pizza. That's cheating too, though, isn't it?
Well, no, I said Pringles. I get every variety of Pringles. You can have every variety of pizza. That's fine. It's still pizza. You're still getting pizza. Problem is you can't have any toppings on it because you said you never said nothing about pepperoni or sausage or anything like that. So you get pizza, sure.
Pizza.
Isn't that
Pizza dough.
No, I think it's assumed. Like, who orders a plain pizza? Weird
pizza.
people. No.
You said it, man.
No. Pizza with any topping I want. That's OP as hell. For the rest of my life, I could do that. I won't get tired of it.
My wife could too. She could eat pizza every day for the rest of her life and go, "Oh, it's just so good." Every time she has it, yeah. I'd be like, my stomach.
There was this place I used to go to that let you make your own pizza, and they had tons of different toppings and like fresh ingredients, like real fresh ingredients, not like Papa John's that they say it's fresh, but it's like. And one of the toppings I would put on there is like feta cheese and some other. I think I put like goat cheese on there, some other stuff. And oh god, so good. And bacon, they had like the real bacon, not overcooked, not undercooked, just right, crispy, but still not a hockey puck, not blackened completely. Oh my gosh, that was a good pizza, so delicious. I think I even put like a little spinach on there, dude. I hooked that shit up. But my third one is the toss-up, man, between corned beef hash, which I love, or yeah, corned beef hash is good, guys. Why are you laughing? What's wrong with corned beef hash? You guys are bastards. Nothing at all. What, you guys?
I warned you I was getting a little stoned before this cast thanks to painkillers.
That's why I'm laughing, because I know he's just fucked up right now. It doesn't matter.
That word just makes me smile.
What, corned beef hash? Oh, hash!
No, not hash, just the whole word.
It is a funny food when you stop to think about it.
It's dog food.
It looks disgusting, but if you hook it up the right way, so good. But I don't know, it'd either be that or bacon. Oh no, potatoes. You got scalloped potatoes. You can have loaded potatoes, or you can have fries. You guys were talking about disco fries.
Potatoes.
Yeah,
because
dude.
you can make fries out of potatoes.
Yeah, baked potatoes.
You make good fries out of potatoes.
Yeah, dude, potato wedges. Potato wedgies. Potato wedgies for Chris. He's giggling like a little schoolgirl. But yeah, I'm making myself hungry. Let me stop.
Try it. I'm trying.
I gotta have to go to the kitchen at 1 o'clock in the morning when we do the show and make a freaking huge meal because now I'm hungry. Thanks, Yogi. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, everybody in the chat just said, Stan's starting to ride. He's like, breakfast at Yogi's. Oh, gosh.
Stan starts it every week. Stan starts the chat every week.
He does.
I love you, Stan. No homo. Shout-outs! Special thanks to Zombie. Is it Zombie Vor?
Yes.
And Obi Zinka, nice name, and Spazilla for their continued contributions and support. Quick shout-outs to all the peeps in chat, you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. We love you every week, as always. Again, shout-outs to our fellow Twitch broadcasters, for those that are actually in the show just watching and checking us out and all that. Appreciate that, man. Congrats to you. Shout-outs to you as well. And, of course, of our broadcasters for the day, which is the Apple... I gotta get it. Applejacked and I Am Hockey. You guys, shout-outs to those guys as well. And, of course... all the broadcasters, our All Games family, and everyone live in the chat, like I just said, and all of you that download and listen to our podcast. You guys don't think it's very means anything to us? It really does. When you guys download the podcast and just listen to it, even if it's on Stitcher, and you guys just listen to it, that means so much to us. You guys have no idea. Thank you very much. Yogi, you got some shout-outs you want to give out?
Yeah, so, I've said this before, but, they continue to be awesome people. So, Trices is me, Enigma Games, Monolicious, Pigster, Poopy Butts, Puffin, Shananina, Macanas, Blue Monkey 123, Obizianka, Zombie Vor, Georgie. Tons of people, not enough time to mention everybody, but you guys know who you are. Lots of love for you guys. And I know we're repeating ourselves, but we want to make sure that these good people get the attention they deserve because they're doing their thing. And yeah, also, much love to Stan. Cause Blue Cam will now be a thing. It'll take some time to get set it up, but we have it. And I'll show you right now on the stream for you guys watching the video. Super dope. Look at this thing. It's a little orbit that moves around. It's all mechanized. It kind of reminds me of like an R2D2 kind of thing. It's a little mini R2D2. Oh my gosh, how awesome would this be if they had this in blue and white? Dude.
That's what they make spray paint for.
That's true. I might have to do that.
A little bit of scotch tape and some spray paint.
Dude, that'd be pimp. We could pimp it out, dude. A modded camera. There's a lot of love going on in the chat right now. We're having fun over here, but let's keep it moving so we can actually get through this discussion before Chris gets any more delirious.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. Like I said, I took painkillers before I came on cast because of the bat. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to keep it down.
No, it's fun. It's fun. This is HorsePLAY. This is how we roll. I just find it funny that you had to
All right, I do want to say something, Chris.
call my food horse.
Do not stop being so serious. We're gonna have to ask you to go.
So serious? I can put on my serious face.
No. God.
Expecto Patronum.
Oh God!
No. Levioso. Stop, Ron. Stop it.
Oh my gosh! Freaking Hermione was such a freaking stuck-up little. I'm not even gonna say the word because I know we have a lot of women in the audience. But gosh, I hated her at first. I'm like, ugh!
Did you just orgasm?
No, it was more like
That's what it sounded like.
No, it was more vein popping. I'm like that kind of thing.
You kind of sounded like you were busting a nut.
Yeah, you were like, ugh!
That is really wrong considering she was underage on all those movies, pretty much.
Hey, no, she wasn't. Last two movies.
She wasn't. Last two, she was over 18.
Okay. Yes,
That's
yes.
I was gonna say too. The last two movies, that's when she started growing up a little bit more.
Yeah. But then she shaved her head or something. She cut her hair short. Like, why?
retard.
She's a pretty girl. Like, why would you do that? Like, some people could pull it off, but not her.
She had another part that she was going for, so she did it. She was going for the part, and she thought she had it, so then she shaved her head for the part, and then they went with somebody else.
Wow.
That's why she still has her head shaved. Well, it's grown back now, but that's why she shaved her head. Or cut it, like, super, like, boy short. I do know that one.
You did your homework. I know she did. I know she did modeling for a little bit, and I was wondering, like, were these like tomboy model like photo ops or what? I gotta know.
It wasn't. It was not homework at all. This is something my wife told me out of the blue a couple days ago because I was talking about Harry Potter. I wanted to just watch the whole trilogy from one to the end. And she's like, yeah, you know the girl in there? She cut all her hair off. I'm like, what? So then, of course, I went and did research. But yeah. The feature discussion. We want to make sure Chris can stay with us. What games, and this is a question for both of you, and Chris, you can go first on this. This is what I wanted you to go first on. What games do you have high hopes for? We're recovering from E3, of course. Recovering from the overload, but the question remains: what do you guys have to look forward to? That's games that we hope that might get re-released, or even the new games that are coming out for release. I mean, what do you think, Chris?
Games that I have high hopes for. There's a game coming out this a week from today. It's an indie game called Shovel Knight. And I have really high hopes for that game.
Better be careful. Are you supposed to say anything about it?
I'm not talking about the actual game. I'm not giving you
just the name. Just the name.
Just the name.
I don't want to get in trouble, man.
And telling everybody needs to play this game. It's awesome. It's like Mega Man meets Castlevania meets DuckTales on the NES. It's old school platformer. For PC, Wii U, and 3DS. Like I was playing on Steam earlier today because I got my review code. But that's awesome. But as for like big games, Evolve is one of those big games that I'm really, really looking forward to, and I have extremely high hopes for. I played it at PAX East this past year, and I fell in love with it. So there's that, and there's a game that I really hope they announce, which is Fallout 4. I really want a Fallout game. I really want a Fallout game.
Hell yeah.
It's about time that Bethesda starts talking about it because we got Skyrim, 3 years ago? And they usually release a new game every 3 years, and they've been alternating with Elder Scrolls and Fallout on and off. So,
but wasn't the whole thing that they consider Elder Scrolls Online a release and they kind of want to space it out because of that?
Elder Scrolls Online isn't made. Okay, Bethesda is the publisher, and the people that make like Fallout 3 and Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Elder Scrolls Skyrim. That's Bethesda the developers. Mm-hmm. They haven't worked on a game since Skyrim. the team that's working online is a team called ZeniMax. So
Right.
Bethesda Works has nothing to do with that. So they've been working on something for the past 3 or 4 years, and most likely Fallout 4. And that's what I'm hoping. I need a new open RPG running around shooting mutants in the face.
Of course.
Oh yeah, Fallout 3 is still fun to play right now. I never got a chance to get into New Vegas, but that's another one that's on the to-do list.
No, you don't need to. It's terrible.
How bad can it be?
It's bad.
Obi, did you have any picks? I'm not even gonna touch that one because a bad Fallout game. That sounds like blasphemy.
It wasn't made by. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Made by 20.
That happens.
Right. Well, and like I said, really the picks that I was looking at, and the one game that I've been just keeping an eye on because I really want to play it is the Assassin's Creed Unity. That's coming out here, July, I think so. Yeah, or no, is it August? I don't exactly know. I'll look it up for you guys. But that's like I said, I love playing those games. Something that could get re-released. I'd really like something like we were talking it, I think, in pre-show, like, a Mega Man, or even bring back a Sonic the Hedgehog. That would really, I love those games, dude. It's just something that you can just play for hours and basically you do whatever you want. Get certain coins, find hidden objectives, and just, of course. But again, I'm not really the big console player like Chris and Yogi is, so it's kind of, what do I really want to play? But Assassin's Creed is one of my biggest. I cannot wait. I have really high hopes for that game, just because of it's just got so much hype, man. Yogi?
Wait, hold on before we go to Yogi. Just a quick question for you. You said you want a new Mega Man game. Have you seen anything on Mighty Number 9?
Yes, I have. Is that going to be
the guy that made Mega Man is this guy named Kenji Inafune, and he got fired from Capcom, so he did a Kickstarter for another Mega Man-esque game. It's called Mighty Number 9. It looks exactly like Mega Man. Coming to PC and consoles. So I know you're a PC guy, so just
I'm actually looking at it right now. It's I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown of it. Oh my god, dude. It's just a blue Mega Man. Okay. Mighty Number 9. They got 67,000 backers, over almost $4 million in pledge donations. Their goal is 900,000. Okay, dude, they got almost $3 million more than they wanted initially. Okay,
it's happened. They have video footage out already too.
This game better be fucking awesome. Right.
It's going to be amazing.
And is this for? And of course, it's a Japanese game because that's where every game like this is from. And it says basically classic Japanese side-scrolling action evolved and transformed by Keiji Inafune, an all-star team or veteran Mega Man devs.
It's Keiji Inafune.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we'll say that Keiji Inafune. It's just I can't wait. Actually look at some of this stuff and look at some of the videos after the show because that was my game back in the day. Mega Man was the shit.
I think also, if I recall correctly, Inafune named his new company Comcap or something funny, like it was a stab at Capcom. Concept. Yeah, that's it, Concept. I mean...
Yeah, COMCEPT.
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah. I just find that so funny. It's like, haha, good job, but nice middle finger to Capcom. I mean, they're just making some bad moves. It's like, Capcom, stop it. You gotta keep your key players.
And that's one of the key players that's kept them above water for how many years now? And they're fired him?
Well, I guess because they don't consider the Mega Man games huge commercial successes, but they're not high production value games either. So it's like they could churn them out, and it's another revenue stream. So I never got that logic, but I don't know.
Okay, name me one game and this is just gonna be a thing. Chris, go ahead. Name me one game from Capcom that has some of the best graphics you ever seen, some of the best whatever you ever seen.
Resident Evil remake on the GameCube.
Okay, Resident Evil versus this game right here.
That game right there.
If this game, okay, now if Mighty Number 9 had the amount of time and more than likely the money that went into Resident Evil, I can tell you this, it wouldn't be just it's an indie game. It would be on the top shelf with everything else. It all depends on how much money. Of course, they only wanted $900,000 as a goal to start this game and get it done. I mean, they got $3.8 million, dude. Just for Mighty Number 9. So you know right now, Concept USA LLC is going to make their shit. They're going to start. That's going to be another company that we're going to see good, and I believe, really good future games out of in the future. Good future game. Yeah, I said that way wrong. But anyway, you guys know what I mean.
Yeah. There's also a new Sonic game coming.
I know.
But don't look that up because it'll make you cry over what they've done to Sonic.
I've already cried.
Oh, okay.
The last one I remember was Sonic Colors, and that was interesting.
That was a good game. Sonic Colors was good.
Yeah, it was good. It's just I don't know why they can't make something more like the. I love the Sonic Adventure games and what they were doing with that. Am I weird? I mean, I thought it was neat, especially when you could like take the what do they call the Chobies or not Chocos?
Chobies?
I forgot what they were called. It was like something.
It's Chobies, but it's
the what?
Chobies.
It was Chobies.
Chobi. Yeah, it's Chobi, but it's pronounced Chobi.
So yeah, you could take them with you and like train them while you're on the road or whatever, or commuting, or on the can, and then like race them and fight them, and it's so many cool things. And it was like it had the exploration, but it still had like the classic fast-paced Sonic levels. I thought it was cool, and then of course epic boss battles. You have to have that in Sonic too. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the minority there. So what else are you guys looking forward to? Anything else?
I'm really not. I've been trying to get more in depth in what's going on with Geeky Antics, and I'm really not. I got my 3 or 4 games that I'm going to play, and I'm just kind of not really paying attention to anything else. I've been doing a lot of research on Assassin's Creed to see if there's any cool unlocks or any cool stuff that's going to come out to where I can go right to that thing and go get it, kind of thing.
Yeah. My gaming play is definitely full, and as we're about to reveal, Steam has yet another epic sale going on. So
no, not yet.
Yeah. But we'll talk about that in our deals for cheap bastards segment. But the backlog is gonna get even more epic. But
I spent a lot of money already. Let's just put it that way. Money I don't have.
Yeah, money none of us have.
Definitely.
So yeah, remember guys, donate to you can donate via our streams, and we'll have a fundraiser for us poor podcasters and Twitch streamers on geekyantics.com. So stay tuned for that. We will accept everything. We're not too proud to ask. Belly button lit is fine. Chocolates, cat food, cat toys, silly hats, whatever you can spare. So we could trade for the Steam games. I'm kidding. Let me stop. But anyway,
moving on with the show.
well, yeah. For me, like as far as stuff that's already been confirmed, and I'm looking forward to. I think Evolve is interesting. It's cool to see that concept come to console, so that's cool. Dawn Gate, another MOBA coming out. I love the MOBA space, so anytime I see new MOBA come out, I'm excited about that. And this one looks interesting. It's more class-based action. It seems a lot more team-oriented, much like Heroes of the Storm. So, from what I saw of the gameplay, Dawn Gate looks pretty promising. It looks like also that it'll be Guardians of Middle-earth without all the bugs. Cause I love Guardians of Middle-earth, but gosh, that game is buggy. It could be such a great MOBA, and and it's pure action because it has controller support. It's like one of the only MOBAs I can think of that has controller support other than Air Mech. But it's a pure MOBA, and it could have been so good, and whatever. No Man's Sky intrigues me because it has that procedurally generated thing going for it. It looks neat. It might fill the Metroid void for me because it's space. I like sci-fi stuff, so when I come to PC, I'll probably get that. But as far as games that haven't been confirmed that I still will love, I'm still holding out hope for. I would like to see a new Soul Calibur, a new Dead or Alive. I haven't heard anything about that. Maybe I missed something. But here are games that I haven't heard. I know definitely nothing has been said about them, and people keep hoping. Well, at least I do. Battletoads, that's a classic series that I'm pretty sure Rare still holds the rights to, and they haven't done anything with it. Maybe because Microsoft has been cracking the whip.
We looked that up on an episode of Gaming Dev. Microsoft actually owns the rights to Battletoads these days.
Yeah, because Microsoft owns Rare, don't they?
Yeah, well, a lot of the Rare properties went every which way when Microsoft actually acquired Rare.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Microsoft they had to battle somebody else for the Battletoads rights. There was like court proceedings and stuff.
Yeah, I heard about that. But I know that Microsoft has it and not doing anything with it. I mean, people still like beat 'em ups. You know, they had that. The Castle Crashers was popular. What was the other one? Scott Pilgrim, that did well. It wasn't a huge commercial success, but I know tons of people that downloaded that game. I think there's still a place for beat 'em ups. You know, fun, good, clean multiplayer action. You know, just beating up people, not much thinking to it. Just a nice visceral experience. Nothing wrong with that. So I would love to see Battletoads. I love Battletoads. Just don't do the crazy rat race level again, because that ruined my life. If anybody played that on an NES, if you haven't, play that, and it's like some kind of cruel punishment to do the rat race thing. But another one that people have been definitely asking for is Half-Life 3. And it doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen. Valve is kind of like, they're focusing on the Steam machine, Steam OS, and of course, Steam Marketplace and all that good stuff. And it doesn't seem like they're doing anything else other than like, Left 4 Dead and whatever else they have going on.
Half-Life 3's confirmed that it's in the works.
Yeah, but they still won't confirm when it's going to come out or anything. They're leaving us hanging.
Exactly. But listen, guys, I'm going to have to bow out. My back's really starting to hurt, and I got to lay down. So I'm sorry to bow out like this. I made it as long as I could.
You had a good run. This is we're for very insane people here at HorsePLAY. But you know what? Before you leave, why don't you plug your stuff real quick? Again,
like I said, you guys can catch us, the Gaming Death Podcast, every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or EDT, whatever you guys want me to say, on twitch.tv/gamingdeath or on twitch.tv/geeks. Make sure you guys go over to gamingdeath.com. We work really hard. That's my dream. I've been doing it for the past 2 years. I started it up on my own because I was sick and tired of all these gaming sites just getting paid for crap and pushing the same crap down everybody's throats. A lot more op-eds than reviews and previews and stuff. But that's about it. And follow me on Twitter at Death of Nation.
Word. Make sure you guys do that. The hard-working bunch of people. Maybe next time we'll do a special episode where we start a little earlier and we'll get Dawn on here too. Maybe Caleb at Hollow Blade too.
Yeah, that I know Caleb might be able to because he's on the West Coast, so it's way early for him.
That's true.
Yeah, but thank you guys. Horse Live, one of the best podcasts out there. I still listen every freaking week. Just FYI. And Geeky Antics is the bomb. And thank you guys for showing us the love.
Hell yeah, man. We're glad to have you, man. And you're always welcome back on here. Yeah, definitely.
Who's talking, Obi or Yogi?
We're both talking. We're being noobs.
But and from me, thanks for coming to the network itself. Thanks for giving us a shot too. I mean, it's not just us; it's you for making the move.
I love both you guys. You know that. I love you, Obi, even though I don't get to talk to you very much. You know that. I love you.
We will do more. I guarantee you, man. We will have more talks here in the very near future. I have a lot more time on my hands, and we're going to do it.
I just realized you couldn't see me. I gave you 2 thumbs up and then realized that you couldn't see me.
Well, this is for you then.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Take it easy, bro.
All right, I'm going to fix the cams while we're still talking. It's like I don't have to.
And I think I realized why I'm particularly louder today, because I haven't changed anything other than the fact that Blue knocked my windscreen off earlier. And I guess that actually doesn't make a difference, because I'm not projecting my voice. I'm actually kind of quiet today compared to how loud I usually get. And I have my OBS is at 65%, but I won't impact the Skype call, so I don't know how it sounds on the Geeky Antics stream. But I apologize. I'm going to try to watch my projection here and there. But anyway, I guess we should just move on, because there's a lot of games I'm hopeful for. Like, I'd love to see another Panzer Dragoon Saga, or Panzer Dragoon Saga Remake, or Guardian Heroes. But we could be here all night if we talk about games we wish would come out.
You ready?
Yep, I know you've been waiting. Go for it.
I haven't done it in a couple weeks, dude.
I know. Go for it.
And I was playing League earlier, and I did it with the person that I was playing League with, and she laughed her ass off. So, I mean, she thought it was cool. So, here we go. Next segment is... Quickie. I gotta get that recorded, dude. This is the time for the Quickie. Does Hearthstone need a consistent influx of cards? Does it need to have new cards every other week, or does it need to have something? Yo, give me your little 5-minute spiel on this. What do you think?
So, you know, I'm listening around to a lot of streamers and podcasters, and I'm not going to call anybody in particular, but, you know, there's only a handful of us that are really dedicated to Hearthstone. We talk about it consistently, and, you know, we're kind of like the brand ambassadors for Blizzard, whether we're paid or not for it. But, you know, Curse of Naxxramas has not even dropped yet, and people are already hankering for more cards, and you know, I understand that the meta gets a little stale, but you gotta be careful what you ask for. I kind of like the fact that they're not drowning us in new cards all the time. You know, the argument is that new cards will keep the game fresh and competitive, quote unquote. But I argue that's actually not true, because it'll only be competitive for the people that can afford to put tons of time and money into the game.
Yeah.
So, and Hearthstone is really a deck building game. It's a CCG that's geared towards more casual players. Now, there's really hardcore players that play it, but it's not meant for the people that are like Magic players. I mean, Magic, I think, I hated it for the longest because it always felt like a cash grab. They were, you know, every few months, you know, they had new cards, and it was like not like 30 new cards like they're gonna do with Curse of Naxxramas for Hearthstone. They released like 100 cards or 200 cards. It's crazy, and then they'll break the game, and then all they end up doing is banning stuff. Now, obviously, it's a digital game, so it doesn't have to deal with that kind of stuff. They'll just retool the cards. It's easier. But I think that the best thing they could do is release cards maybe every 6 months, you know, or just drip them to us little by little rather than overwhelming us with cards. I don't think we need a constant influx of cards to keep the game fresh, because players will keep the game fresh when they figure, I'm going to do something that no one else expects, and I'm going to break the meta and just try to do something that people will say, wow, I've never seen that before, I wasn't expecting that, I wasn't prepared for that. And I think there's still, even with the current card set, there's an opportunity to do that right now. Now, I can't wait for Curse of Naxxramas, but, you know, I don't feel like we need the new cards. Oh, Fiona Jeff in the house. This is a guy I just met him. I met him and his girlfriend, Kate, on my stream the other night. Awesome people, and particularly awesome because they like Doctor Who, and we're going to be doing a Doctor Who miniseries soon enough.
Well, and I agree with you too with the Hearthstone cards. Do I think that there needs to be more cards? No. Because with what you said too, we can both have the same exact cards, and I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to have the same exact deck. Okay? We can both make Shaman decks, we can both make Priest decks, we can both make Paladin decks, whatever we want to make. But I'm telling you right now, with the amount of cards that are out there, we could have two totally different decks. Now with what you say, maybe say you work on a class. There's 9 classes. Okay? Put a 2 or 3 cards out, once a month, to where it's maybe a hunter class, a priest class, and a druid class. And then the next month you do a shaman class, a hunter class, and a warlock. And then a warrior, just do it like that. Or do 1 class per month and just do 1 card. I mean, just so it's slowly, like you said, dribbling it to us. Because if they go like they do with Magic and insert like the 150 cards, that's just, people are going to stop playing. I'm really sorry to say that, but people are going to stop playing because there's too much to look at. There's too much to get. Oh, I haven't been able to look at this stuff unless you're the diehard, gaming like you are. That's really loud, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know why the mic's so loud right now.
But and we want to make sure that, this is just a little quickie, so it's not like something that we're going to be talking on forever. But I really don't think just a whole bunch of new cards are going to make it competitive. Like Yogi said, the players themselves make it competitive because they build their own decks. Now, if you get into the arena where you actually go through and pick a card, of course, but you're going to get those cards. You're going to get those cards one way or another, if you have them in your collection. So there's just so many things that they could do with this game, but they have to be very, very careful on how they extend the game, or how how they act in the future with this game, because they can mess it up very, very badly, or they can make it very, very good. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but
yeah, I think that people are looking for answers in the wrong places, and I don't think cards are the answer for keeping the game fresh. It'll help, but they're not an answer on its own, because it just introduces new things, and all it does, it just makes the top players even better, and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, kind of thing. So, I'm excited for Crystal Naxxramas. Mm-hmm. But I just don't like the mentality that we need a constant influx of cards, or they need to come out with cards all the time, because otherwise the game will be boring. It's like, I still find it fun. I'd play Hearthstone a lot more if I had the time. I'd be playing it practically 24/7, and I wouldn't get bored of it, because there's just so many ways to play. Arena is a fresh experience each time. So I understand people are bored with Constructed, but there's Arena. I don't like the mentality, because the flooding with new cards has ruined so many card games. I don't want Hearthstone to become like Magic. I think Magic is, as great of a game it is, it's not for the average gamer. It's definitely not for casual types. It's just very exclusive and very elitist.
Well, and with what was said before, and I think we talked about this at some point, that I don't play Magic anymore is because there's so many new cards that I have no idea what even they are. When you started with it, there's a gaming warehouse down the road from me, and every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday they'll actually have Magic games, or they'll have one of the card games. And I said, so when Hearthstone comes out and actually a deck of cards, you guys are going to play that too? What's Hearthstone? What? So then I got to explain it to them. I had my laptop with me. I said, here, guys, try a game. Play a game. They all took a turn. I was there for like 2 hours. And they were just playing games. This one guy, he's like, I got to go. I was like, dude, where are you going? You're not done yet. He goes, I got to go download this. I got to go. I'm like, dude, score. So... everybody. Even if it's not, I hope they make it a hardback game. But how much time and money is that going to involve in? Really,
I don't think they will, just because they already had the Warcraft card game before, and I don't know if they're even still doing it. I think what makes Hearthstone special is that it's strictly a digital game. Like a Shadow Era is another one, but Shadow Era has actual published cards. So when you have the actual physical cards, it makes it harder for you to adjust the cards. Because what are you gonna do? Recall the old ones and ban the old ones? I mean, well, how does that work? So you have to balance everything and test everything out before you publish it. And then if you realize it's still broken or people exploit it somehow and it just isn't fair, you end up banning it. And it's just it's a very rough thing. So I like it where it's at. I think that the beauty of it also is that the fact that they aren't overcomplicating the cards with a lot of flavor text and crazy mechanics. They can make it. They can keep it fast paced because Magic matchups can take a long time. Yu-Gi-Oh matchups can take a long time. Just about every TCG, CCG. It's very complicated. You take long turns sometimes because you're trying to figure everything out. And Hearthstone is a little faster because there's not so much going on. Some subtleties you have to think about, but it's meant to be a faster paced game and a more casual game. I think it's good where it's at, and when they release the card, I think it should be meaningful setups and not just throwing more stuff at us to make more money. I don't want it to be a cash grab like a lot of these other deck building games have become.
Definitely. Well, and we just gotta see what's gonna happen too. I mean, they could do it. They could just blow our minds and make a hardback cover of the game. I mean, and then just say, hey, this is how it's gonna be. But that will raise another question: will that ruin Hearthstone? I mean, I kind of think it will, and from what Yogi's saying myself, I kind of think he thinks it will ruin it too. It's all what we're gonna do. I mean, it's all what we're gonna see. The future's coming. The future's not said yet. So we just got to figure out what's going on and work with it. Exactly. That is the end of the quickie. Of course, it is a quickie. That's what it's hard for. That's what it's hard for. Somebody said in chat, quickie. Yes, fast and hard. That's what we do. That's my specialty, fast and hard. The dust. Really? That was a good laugh. Right at the end, right there. The dust off. Back to the games. Yogi, what are you dusting off this week lately?
Not too much, but I think this weekend, once the new site is up, I'm just gonna do like a sample Saturday / official dust off thing. I'm gonna use the hashtag dust off or the dust off, maybe both. Maybe get that trending, and I'm gonna try to play a lot of different games that maybe need to get back into, like Air Mech, DayZ, FTL, because the Advanced Edition dropped. Typing of the Dead Overkill, because that game is hilarious. But I gotta make sure if I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, I gotta disable the music, because even though it's the in-game soundtrack, they might be like, oh, it's copyrighted material.
Yeah, dude, Twitch has been going, YouTube's been going crazy on that lately again.
Yeah, so
even though it's actually in game and you pay for it when you buy the game, right?
Yeah. But you don't pay for the right to share that with others. That's like, oh, come on. I'm giving this company free marketing. Someone sees this game, they find it fun, and then they end up buying it. It's way more than I'd be getting for someone watching an ad or, it's stupid.
Right. Well, and then too, like we discussed this, a couple months ago, where if they keep doing that and acting up like that, people like myself, you, even the big established streamers that have thousands of subs, they're going to stop playing these games and say, okay, you don't want me to stream it because I make money, this is how I live, then I just won't play your game.
Yeah.
Then what are they going to do? Okay, you guys can do it. Well, it's too late now. We're already playing something else.
Yeah, YouTube is still, for people doing gameplay videos, it's just so not even really worth it unless you already are established, because you got to edit the video and make sure that it's up to YouTube standards, and you're spending more time editing videos and making sure that you stream the right games that are safe or don't put music or it's too much of a pain in the butt. It's a shame because I have so much stuff saved on Twitch that I would like to get up on my YouTube channel and on Geeky Antics. And I have to be mindful of it. But I am going to try to do that stuff. I'm going to probably do some more stuff over at the Geeky Antics channel so we can get some more gameplays on there and some variety. But yeah, I have played a lot of Soulforge, which is another card-based game, and I've been enjoying that. I've actually scored some more legendaries on that game. It's actually kind of sad. I've actually been scoring more legendaries on Soulforge as of late from free packs than I have on Hearthstone, and I've been lately I've been putting a lot of time into Hearthstone, and I feel like the drop rate on Soul Forge has gotten better, and Hearthstone not so much. But that's a whole other thing. Maybe I just got unlucky. But I did get another legendary on Hearthstone, so that's good. Of course, I've been playing Hearthstone. I did dabble a little bit with Smite. I gotta play the game some more. We gotta play that game some more. Still playing Marvel Puzzle Quest with Chip and gang. Neo Jake's with us on the team too, from Gaming Death Podcast. And I've been playing a little more DS. I was playing another card game. I'm loving the card games, man. I played some of the Yu-Gi-Oh games on the DS and SNK versus Capcom Card Fighter, and I also played the Marvel trading card game they have on there, which I think is actually really good. It has some cool game mechanics. But I've been recommended, and a few people have told me that I should try out Clash of Titans on the tablets. It's on both Android and iOS.
It's, dude, yeah, don't. It's a waste of your time.
Really?
I play it on my cell phone.
And
it's one of those games to where, even on your tablet, it's one of those games to where you can only do so much. And then you go attack, do your thing. If you like that kind of game, I mean, it's okay, but there's really no strategy to it. You really just, okay, you're going to go...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, attack this guy.
Wait, I take that back. Not Clash of Titans, Clash of Clans.
Clans?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Clash of Clans.
It's the MOBA game?
Yeah, it's the one for your cell phone, for Android.
See, I think Jeff was the one that recently recommended it to me, so I'm gonna try it out and see. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. But they've done a lot of advertising, so they must be making money with it.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it's the worst game in the world. It's just like it's one of those things to where there's really no like strategy. I mean, you just build up your army as much room as you have, and it's kind of like Age of Empires, where you have to have enough houses for the people, and then once your armory is full, then you have to build another one to make sure you can get more weapons or more guys or more soldiers or more rock guys or cannoneers or whatever. It's just like that, where you're building an army and then just going assault, either the level 1 through whatever, how high ever the biggest one is. Which is really good, but I mean, there's quite a few games like that are out right now, and there's one that I like because I like the show. It's How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
it's actually dragons, and it's Rise of Berk. And if you can see it right there, you see the little picture of Toothless.
I love Toothless.
Yeah, so it's that is actually a cool game because you actually have to train your dragon and have him do things, and it's kind of like one of those pet games where you have to feed your puppy or feed your puppy or walk your puppy, take it shit, do whatever and it's Fart Mobot. What? Dude.
They're getting mad at our bot because Mubot's really being mean tonight. I don't know why.
Damn, Mubot's timing everybody out. What the?
Because I think it doesn't like when people do machine gun chat and they keep writing back to back to back. So space out your messages. It thinks that's spam right now. I think it was after they did the recent update to it. So I might have to change the spam controls on that, make it a little more lenient. But if you're a regular on the Geeky Antics channel, we can make you a VIP, and then Moonbot will be nicer with you.
There you go. There you go, yo. That game right there.
Which one's that?
Clash of Clans. Yeah, I don't have it installed anymore, but yeah, that's it right there. But you guys can check that out. There's a few games that I've been playing this week, and then there's a few games that we're gonna start up as well. Yogi, I did get Smite fixed, and I was playing it yesterday. So we're definitely gonna have to play some. You guys want to play with us on Smite? You guys let us know. We're gonna be putting it on of course, our HQ right there at geekyantics.com, just to pick up some play dates with the fans, followers. Anybody that wants to play, really. And of course, you guys do know that there's a couple new games coming out. Of course, I've been playing my League of Legends, of course. Somebody did get me the Diablo 3, so I can play it myself, and Doc Bro are going to be playing Diablo 3 and WildStar, so you guys can look forward to WildStar coming out, which I am. So we're going to be getting that, and then of course we've been playing Hearthstone and then Smite. So it's really exciting for me because I've just, got a little bit more time to play the games that I want to play and to be able to play some games with Yogi and then you guys too, the fans. So that's really what I've been doing, and not really a lot. But the other thing was making sure that I get this stream, everything, audio fixed and everything, which, yay, we got to fix. So hopefully there's not too much more troubles.
Yeah, today I'm the one that messed it up. I'm apparently very loud because people said, "Oh, I don't think you need a windscreen with a pop filter," and I took the windscreen off. Well, actually, Blue did it for me, and yeah, it made a difference apparently because I wasn't being particularly loud. I haven't increased the gain on my microphone. Nothing has changed, but apparently I came in super hot.
You want to know what funny part? You know, the happy part of my day is?
What's that?
Here, let me scroll back up. Obi, your sound is perfect. Sorry. I couldn't.
Yatta!
Yeah, right there. Yogi, you sound like you're yelling through your mic, and Obi, your sound is perfect. Hey, I'm good with that.
My mic's not even that close. I'm actually. This is one of my quieter nights. I'm looking at my sound levels, and I'm looking at the line go up on the mixer. I don't know what's going on. It's always something.
You do whatever you want to do. Live, you guys got to remember too. The live show is basically it's live. I mean, let's just with the being a little too loud or being a little too soft, we can turn up or turn down, but it's live, guys. If you do want the edited version and the actual one that goes up on YouTube, it'll be up there tomorrow. Just because this is live though, so you guys be a little patient with us. Of course, so if we're a little bit loud, a little bit, he always turns his up and down, and he knows what he's doing, so we're good though. But Yogi, I do want to ask you something. Does anybody have Hero of the Storm access yet?
I've played it. I do not have access right now, but I have played it. I told you this, but I'm working on that. My PR person contacted at Blizzard. I don't know what happened. I think she got killed or something. So I'm gonna work on that eventually. It's just my gaming plate is full now. Well, we haven't got even into it yet. Did we even do it? No, we didn't do it yet. Oh my gosh. Let's just say it real quick. Shall we say it real quick? I know we're low on time. That's why.
Say what?
The deals for cheap bastards.
No, we're still on the dust off.
Okay, but yeah, I know you have access to the Heroes of the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
How you like it so far?
Okay.
I think it's better than League of Legends in terms of.
Oh yeah, no, it's better than that. They have a lot of, and yes, this is something that I don't know if I'm allowed to make videos or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not. That's why there's
people have been streaming it.
Have they been? I know you can. Well, okay, then I'll stream it then.
Double check, because I know that's also how I've seen so much of the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, yeah, let us know, guys. It's just the games that are coming out, the games that we already play now, we love them. That's why we play them. So you guys want to join us, MOBAs. That's the only thing I can remember of what kind of game it is. You got strategy games, you got card games, which is part of the strategy. League of Legends, WildStar, Heroes of the Storm, Marvel Puzzle Quest, everything and anything that you would like to play. More than likely, one of us play it. And it's not just me and Yogi, guys. You got allgames.com, too. So there's a couple hundred people right there that play games without, that we don't even know about. So you guys stay tuned for that. I don't know. We can do a quick deals for cheap bastards because we just started a little bit late today. We got about 15 minutes extra, so we're at about 20 minutes from the end.
Yay! Look, we're actually
Deals for cheap bastards. If you're a cheap bastard like myself and the Zilla over there, we're both cheap as hell. We don't want to spend a lot of money on games, so you don't either. So this is what you guys do. Go to Steam. If you guys don't know what Steam is, Google it. Go to Steam. There's always sales, bonus adventures, bonus footage, bonus, downloadable content to where you'll never run out of games to play. You'll never run out of games to play, and you won't spend hardly anything. I mean, it's just awesome. And there's a lot of things that we do, actually, that Yogi does. I'm going to be starting here shortly. That we do a Retro Friday and Saturday. Basically, it's not a Retro Saturday, but it's Retro Friday on Friday and Saturday. Playing the Steam games, playing those cheap games that you can it's either free to play or like a couple bucks. So that's something that we want to make sure that you guys get out and think. Xbox. Oh boy. I lost my spot, Yog. What's free to play this weekend on Steam? Did you check it?
I didn't see anything. I think because of the Steam summer sale, they're not gonna probably do it. They're like, screw free to play, buy some stuff.
Right. Okay. So the what he was talking, guys, the summer sale. I want to say, I'm not gonna quote me on this, but over 75% of their games is on sale right now. That's everything they have. Over 75% of their games are on sale for a Steam summer sale. There's a lot of different, like I said, bonus packs and features that you guys can get that you will not get after this ends. You will not get it after this. There's just something for summer that they're doing. So check that out, guys, if you want to get a bunch of free-to-play games. And, of course, not free-to-play, but really, like, more expensive games for really, really cheap. This is where you want to go. There are a couple more that we have. The free-to-play weekends end on Sunday, usually at 1 p.m. But like we said, we don't really know what they're going to be doing right now. We will update you guys on that next week. Yogi, do you have anything you want to say about the cheap bastards besides the links below?
So yeah, Steam. The cool thing about Steam is that they always do have some free-to-play games and some free games. So there's always stuff that you can actually search by price and find free-to-play stuff, and they got a ton of stuff. But with the summer sale, it's just they do ridiculous price drops. Like I'm talking about like 50 to 90% off. I mean, they practically give away the games, and I'm hoping. One of the things is that you wanna look out for the voting thing that they do, because you could vote. They have flash sales, and it's community choice. Everybody votes on the group of games they want to sell, the game they want on sale, and then they put it in. Usually it's one game, but this what's that?
Steam Light.
Yeah, well, no, not the green light. The on the summer sale. Now, you know how they used to let you choose one game out of like 3 or 4? Mm-hmm. Now they're letting you choose a group of games that will go on sale. And so it'll be like 2 groups. 50. The one I voted on last was like 2 groups of 4 games. And then whichever one gets the most votes. But I hope the one that's like has the Dust, Elysian Tale, and some other like indie games and soundtracks will make it, because I missed out on a lot of those games before, and one of them is Valdis Abyssal City, which I have already, but I'll give the extra copy to someone, so there'll be more stuff to do giveaways with. So I love these summer sales. We'll have stuff to do giveaways with. It'd be awesome.
And yes, if anybody does want to play WildStar, I will be giving away. I'll have 2 or 3 beta keys that I can give away for the 7 to 10 day trial. So I will give those away as soon as I get the game. Okay, now this is for everybody to think about. I'm gonna put this on the website as soon as I get the game for Hearthstone for WildStar. I am gonna give 2 of the beta keys away right here on HorsePLAY. Stay tuned for that. So if you guys are here or you guys are listening right now, be advised that we are going. Yogi and myself, we are going to give away 2 keys to WildStar, 7 to 10 day. I think it's a 7-day trial, but just so you guys can play the game and actually just see it. So, and that's just because I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Oh, anyway. Other websites that you guys can check out, cheap games. I think I skipped some. Cheapshark.com, slickdeals.net, and I'm going to put all these in chat so you guys can see it. Humblebundle.com, and you guys got to remember, too, with Humble Bundle, if you guys go to the Humble Bundle store, it's still 10% of all sales is going to charity. So you guys, make sure you guys check that out. If you guys, you know, of course, all the websites are really good. I was on almost all of these this week, and they work. They work really, really well. But if you do get from Humble Bundle and you go to the store, 10% of the proceeds to the store goes to charity. So that, and that is confirmed. And of course, Origin.com, U.S. free stores, free games, and it's on the house. So you guys can check that out. I'm going to put all these right now in chat, which Yogi did not, so I'm going to do it. And you guys just check those out. There's a lot of free stuff that you guys can actually check out, and it's not just, it's just like Steam. It's free to play. Oh, what the? Oh, there it is. It's free to play, plus there's games that are actually just really, really cheap. So you guys go ahead and check that out. And of course, oh, there's another one right here. Abandonia.com, coolrom.com, and bestoldgames.net. That's the last three. You guys go check that out just to get your get some cool games. And while we don't condone piracy for you guys to just get them from the interwebs, they are completely games. They're completely free to do to the abandonment and licensing developers. But I mean, you guys, we don't condone it. I mean, I want you to buy everything. That's but of course, if you do it, that's on you. But use these sites at your own risk. I've been on them several times, and I have no problem with them. But again, if you don't have something up and you don't have a blocker on, or your anti-spamware or where malware is not working and you get freaking bombed by the website, it's not our fault. So at your own risk, guys. So we do have some information. We have some community events and giveaways information. I know Yogi's been excited about this just because we're rocking, guys. Yogi, what community events and slash giveaways we get information we got today?
Well, we're gonna tease the pillows and show them on the stream, but I think we'll save that once we get some more things in order with the new site, geekyantics.com. But Stan did get a bunch of Hearthstone pillows. They look comfy. And you probably don't want to sleep with them. You probably want to have them decoration. They're like throw pillows. But we're going to have door prizes for the upcoming Hearthstone tournament. But probably before that, I would like to set up like a ladder, like an ongoing leaderboard for Hearthstone, so people can keep playing each other. Kind of like game battles used to be before it became crap with all the pro players and drama and everything. I don't know if everybody been to gamebattles.net before it became like this big MLG beast. But it used to be cool because you would go to the website. It was an honor system, but each team leader would go in, or each player would go in and submit their scores, and then if it matched up, it would get uploaded and counted towards their overall records, and then people would move up and down the leaderboard, and it was very simple. That's kind of the thing we want to do. So that's coming up. Definitely want to do more game nights. League of Legends definitely is up there. I love doing Hearthstone, but it's, we can't get that many people playing at once, so it's not as good. Smite definitely would be good. Air Mech is another good one, and that's free to play, so everybody can play it. I mean, Smite too. Smite's free to play as well. So if you've got those games, hit us up at Geeky Antics on Twitter. Hit me up at Yogizilla. Hit Obi up at Obi1x2, and we'll set them up. And we're gonna start scheduling them ahead of time once we get more feedback from people to see what they want to play, and then we'll get those going. What else? We're assembling also an official stream team. So if you have a Twitch channel and you want to collaborate, do dual streams, multi-streams, whatever, cross-promote, we're gonna be doing that. It's kind of forming an alliance to help each other out, build each other up. Whenever one person that's streaming, they can go to the other person's channel and vice versa. Just help each other out like that, and just plug each other during our streams, stuff like that. And that's already happening now, but we're gonna do more of that. And of course, we're doing the Yotai, YOHTAI, which is Ye Old Hearthstone Tavern and Inn, which is our it's our way for people to connect with each other on Hearthstone, exchange their battle tags. I'm surprised it's not a thing. There's not a battle tag exchange out there, but we made it a thing. So if you don't mind having your battle tag out there, you can put it in there. You also get, we're doing like it's pretty much been weekly newsletters for Hearthstone, or bi-weekly, and just trying to get some more Hearthstone fun going, and keep it fun for everyone, no matter how competitive or casual you might be. And Stan Farina, at Farina, Faryna, is the main guy, part of Geeky Antics team that's spearheading that. So yeah,
definitely. Wow, lost track, but yeah, definitely. We're like I said, we're like Yogi said too. We're just trying to do as much as humanly possible with you guys. We don't care about all the, when you come into a channel and you're like, hey, don't even try to link anything because if you do, I'll ban you. No. We don't care about that. We're here to help people. We're here to get help from other people. It's not something where we're just going to blow up and everything on somebody just because we want to. No, this is a network to help people. This is a group of people that want to help each other and want to just be involved in everybody's stuff. It's not to try to take anybody over. It's to be involved. So that's what we want, and that's why we created Geeky Antics, is because that's what it's there for. Yeah.
For Rizzles.
It's about that time, big guy.
I know. So let's do it.
I'm sad right now, dude. I'm having fun. I'm having a blast. And yes, guys, it's at the time of the show where it's really sad to say, but it's about time to get off here. We do have a specific time we have to keep it under. If we don't, we get in trouble. So, yeah, we don't want old Mr. TC coming after us. That might hurt a little bit. Tim Curtis. Anyway, shameless plugs and outros. Guys, make sure you guys check out the geekyantics.com, and of course the YouTube pages, the stream pages of Obi-Wan-X2, Yogizilla, and right here at Geeky Antics. Okay, let's keep this conversation going, guys. See if you guys want to send us a voicemail. You guys can do that, 206-415-4987. And you can email us if you're just shy and you don't want to hear your voice. You can email us at mail@geekyantics.net. I know .net, .com, they're all getting confusing. Believe me, Yogi had to explain it for about a half hour, 45 minutes to me earlier, because I was like, I'm on .com. He goes, no, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. When I look and I'm on .net. So anyway, let's just keep it going. Keep it short, and we'll play them right here on live. And, of course, the emails, if you guys want to, the different topics, anything like that. Make sure you guys let us know. Just be so, maybe we might not have something to talk about or a title or something like that. We might take it from you. And, of course, if we do use any of your topics or total titles or anything that you guys send us, we will shout you out on HorsePLAY here. Whew, that's a lot. HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can get podcasts, guys. Please leave us some reviews and subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher. It really helps us out. Even though you guys don't think it does, it really helps. One like is more than you think. More listeners means bigger promotions, i.e. giveaways, community play dates, and just events. Also, give us tons of thumbs up on Stitcher so we can show up more in search results and as we grow the gang and all games community. So, you guys give us that thumbs up. Like I said, you don't think it helps, but it really does, because the more thumbs up we get, the higher at the top of the list we are when somebody searches HorsePLAY or even Geeky Antics. So, help us out with that, too. Of course, wow. Lost it. Big shout out to our new flagship show right here at geekyantics.com. The Gaming Death Podcast. You guys did talk to Chris just a few moments ago. He had a little back issue to get out of here. But you guys check that out, and that's at 9 p.m. on Thursdays. They're going to be over, and they're actually going to be casting on twitch.tv/Gaming Death every Thursdays at 9 Eastern, and hopefully simulcasting right here on Geeky Antics channel as well. Right before our show is when they play. It's 9 p.m. I totally screwed that up. We are super stoked to have Chris, Don, Caleb, and Hollow, I said it right this time, to join the gang. Welcome, guys. As always, you guys are very much loved, and we love you, of course. No homo. But you guys can check. Sorry. You guys can check out our friends right here. We're the opponent, not right here, but allgames.com. We're the opponent. 42 level 1 gaming history 101, the Shield cast. Wait, that's like, no, the B Team podcast, R9 cast, Knuckleballer Radio, Pixelated Pints, which is Yogi Zilla's new show. He hasn't said nothing about it, but I'm going to say something about it. You guys haven't checked out the Pixelated Pints. You guys need to check it out. It's funny.
No, that's Fred Rojas' show. He's pixelated.
What did I say? You?
Yeah, you said me.
Oh, yeah, no, not Yogi. Fred's. Wow. Anyway, okay.
I wish it was mine. But
it's Pixelated Pints with Fred Rojas. You guys check that out. Zombie Cast, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Cast, Fantastic Forum, Sega Nerds, Castuberous Doctor Who podcast on the All Games Network and allgames.com. And, of course, the gang. Other places where geeky goodness can be found. Let them know Obi and Yogi sent you over from HorsePLAY. And they'll say hi. Let them know that you're a part of the let them know that you're a part of the HorsePLAY Geeky Antics family, and they will extend their hands to you and pull you right into the All Games family. So, Yogi, do we have any future episodes that we've been talking about lately?
Yeah, nothing set in stone with the episodes. So if you have topic ideas, just email us, mail at geekyantics.net, tweet us at geekyantics, or catch us through the website. We got forums on there, geekyantics.com. And again, to lighten the confusion, geekyantics.com is the beta site. Geekyantics.net will eventually point to geekyantics.com. So they'll eventually be the same website. But just right now, since we're trying to transition everybody over, I'm just saying go to geekyantics.com, and eventually geekyantics.net and geekyantics.com will become one and the same, like the Matrix baby that has the Kung Fu grip. I had to throw you a curveball.
Hey, Chris, would you like to plug your stuff too? Well, yes, Obi, thank you very much. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. I don't know how to do his voice. You guys check out what Chris would say. Check out the Gaming Death Podcast at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday nights. And it's like we said before, it's right before HorsePLAY. And hopefully next week he'll be simulcasting on Geek Antics, so you guys can watch that. And then you guys get to watch us again. Yay! Of course, make sure you guys check it out Sundays, 9 a.m. I know it's early. Don't slap me. I'm sorry. This is a talk show that Doc Rowe Games and myself, we have actually started this on Sunday morning. It's actually for the EU crowd. So Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I know. 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You guys can check us out. We'll be with Doc Rowe and Obi-Wan-X2, and it'll be right here on Geeky Antics, and it's called the Sunday Dose. So you guys come check that out as well if you guys wanted. We're just going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to get really deep into the LCS, EU, and, of course, Diablo, WildStar, and all the other good games that are coming out, and just kind of concentrate on you guys over in the EU, over in Europe. So, last but not least, thank you very much, everybody and anybody that has come to the show tonight. We do want to give a special shout-out to Fear the Jeff, Maiden Shy White Wolf, and, of course, our very own Stan the Man Farina. Not Panda, welcome, and thank you for coming out. Anybody else that I did miss, thank you very much for Muffin Mans, of course. 123, and, of course, Moobot, you're being an ass. Thank you very much for showing up yourself. I know that was, like, retarded, but this is Obi-Wan-X2. My counterpart right there, Yogi Zilla. We'll make sure we'll see you guys next week. Peace!
Hooty hoo!
Yeah, hooty hoo. That's what it is.
I dare you to wear horse mask.
Dude, I was switching fourth. That's why I was sitting there dancing, and you were just like.
I can't. That's cause Blue is like she's like sleeping and suckling on my finger like a baby. She thinks it's a nipple. She thinks it's a nipple.
Yogi, we need to have a conversation.
Will you stop? Get your head out of the gutter. She's a baby. She thinks this is a milk dispenser.
Okay.
You got triple dog dared.
Where am I gonna get a horse mask?
Didn't they do that? What movie was it where the guys robbed the bank or something wearing a horse mask?
It wasn't a horse mask. It was a horse head, and I don't remember the name.
I know they've done a president thing a lot, the dead presidents, but
yeah, that was with Patrick Swayze, and that was like back in the '90s, movie in the '90s. So, okay, I am uploading it to Google Drive right now.
yay! Back in the swing of things.
Dude, you're gonna love it, man. It was fucking. It's like perfect. I don't know how to explain it, but it's awesome. The sound is just awesome. Have you checked out the OBS, dude? I stopped streaming and I was still recording the local.
Oh yeah, you could do independent streaming and recording.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was talking about, dude. That's how I did my sound check earlier. Is actually I just recorded it, but I recorded the stream settings.
The only thing is, I wonder. It didn't seem to. It worked here and there, but I wonder if you get disconnected, if it'll keep recording locally.
It does. It does.
Before it would chop it up.
There's a checkbox, and I'm going to show you this checkbox. Okay. So go to Skype real quick so you can see my screen.
Well, let me stop the uncut.
Oh, sorry. See you guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Bye, guys. I love you.
Annie always comes out.
What? Stop picking on me. I'm telling my mommy. You're big.
Blue's getting freaked out.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, right here. If you look right here,